Hello everyone, it's Tammy Wogenbush with Card Designs by Tammy. Hope everybody is doing well today. Today, kind of in my series on Sale-a-bration products, which Sale-a-bration, if you're familiar, is going on in January and February 2022. So if you're watching this video during that timeline, you still have a chance to earn products for free. So for every $50 or $100 you spend, you get to choose some free products. And so they have lots of wonderful things. I've already shown kind of a lot of them. The Island Vibes. They have this gorgeous designer series paper that coordinates with the Daffodil Daydream bundle. They have several stamp sets. Some Sunshine and Rainbows paper that coordinates with the Rainbow of Happiness bundle in the new mini catalog. Beautiful marble paper, cute little otters. One of the level 2s that's free with a $100 purchase is the Friendly Hello set, which has the stamp set as well as the designer series paper, so you get both. And then one of the last products they have is this Special Moments, which is basically an entire set of wonderful sentiments. The other thing, they do have some other things during Sale-a-bration. They do have a special host set, and I am going to be doing a video on this. I haven't got around to it yet. I've made a couple cards with this, and this Calming Camellia set is absolutely gorgeous. These two stamps are beautiful. And basically, if you host a party or just simply do a purchase that reaches $300, then you get this set for free. So very, very nice. And then the last thing during Sale-a-bration is if you decide to join, you get basically for your starter kit, it's $99 and you choose $125 worth of product. And during Sale-a-bration, you also get 2 additional stamp sets for free. So just a wonderful promotion that Stampin' Up! Does 2 times a year. Today, I've done a lot of the products, but we're going to be doing this Catching Butterflies stamp set. So I'll be showing you some products with that, and then it'll also be using this Sunshine and Rainbows paper, which is really, really nice. I just love the paper. So, and then I think I've shown after this video all of the products except for the Driving By stamp set. I didn't get that, and it's very cute. I'm just personally not into cars, so I decided not to get that. But I think then I've showcased kind of all of the products in the Sale-a-bration so that you can see all the cute things that you can do with it. So this Catching Butterflies set is adorable. I just love the little girl there. It has this beautiful girl and several butterflies, a little piece of grass that you can put underneath her feet, and then the sentiments: you make my heart happy, celebrate every beautiful thing, and collecting sweet thoughts of you. So a very, very cute stamp set, and actually lets you do a lot of coloring in. So what we're going to make today is just this little simple card that is very cute. So we'll get started. So let me get all my supplies, get my measurements off to the side there. So we're starting out with a piece of Pool Party, a cardstock for the card base, and it is a standard 5.5 by 8.5 inches scored at 4 1/4. So this will make a standard card base, and I'm gonna burnish the edge there. That will actually go this way. I have a piece of basic white for a mat that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So basically it gives you an 1/8 of an inch, or basically a 1/16 an inch border, but it's an 1/8 of an inch smaller than the card base. And then I have one of the pieces of the Sunshine and Rainbows designer series paper that coordinates with the pool party color. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. So basically, this part is real easy. We are just going to layer the two mats together. And I like my liquid glue, and I really, really use it a lot, partly because I like the wiggle room it gives me when I'm doing my borders, especially when you have the real narrow borders where the paper, most of the time I do 1/4 of an inch smaller, but when I do an 1/8 of an inch smaller, I really like to have that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this to the card front, and then we'll get kind of busy stamping and coloring. So I wanted to showcase the Sunshine and Rainbows paper with something besides the Rainbow of Happiness bundle. It has a lot of beautiful rainbow designs, but then it also has some of these other designs that are more just geometric patterns that can go with lots of different stamp sets. And I like the pool party color. So then our main stamping is going to go on this piece of paper that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 inches. And these measurements will be on my blog. I actually will probably do a little tutorial, or at least give you all the measurements for the cards. So I have all of my stamped images, and most of the designs are going to be in Memento Black because I'm going to color it in. So we're going to take her and ink her up. Good. Want to make sure that all the lines are inked up, so it helps with the coloring in. Okay. And we're putting her kind of off to the side a little bit. And kind of just press down evenly, especially in the middle, to get all those different lines down. Okay, there we go. Let me get my simple chamois and clean this off. And then while I have the black out, I'm going to go ahead and do my sentiment. And I am using the Celebrate Every Beautiful Thing. I'm going to put it kind of in this corner here. Very pretty. I like these sayings. They're just nice, and I don't know. I just like the sayings. And then what I'm going to do, I didn't do it on the card that I did, but I'm actually going to fussy cut out a butterfly to put in the net. And the last one I'd stamped it in the net, and you can do that. It looks okay, but these aren't horrible to fussy cut out. Let me see. And then you can just color it in a little bit, and just gives it a little added dimension. So I always like to have a little added dimension on the card. So I tried it with one of them, and it turned out to work pretty easily. So, and let's see, I believe that is all for the black ink. Next, I'm going to bring in some Granny Apple Green. because I'm going to stamp a little tuft of grass underneath her foot. And excuse my head. Perfect. It's so fun with these stamps. They really, Stampin' Up! Really thinks of these details. You know, you wouldn't think that one little tuft of grass would add that much, but it just really does complete that look. And the last stamping that we're going to do, I'm going to bring in my Pool Party ink, and we're going to do the group of butterflies. So I've used pretty much every image stamp in this set. They all just go very well together to kind of work on creating those scenes. And I'm gonna just stamp those off to the side, and then I'm going to grab a piece for the inside. And this piece is a standard 4 by 5 1/4. That's kind of the standard size that I have for the inside of my cards. Let's see. Let's do it kind of that way. And I always like to stamp the inside, no naked inside or envelopes. I like to have something on the inside, and then we'll pull in my envelope here. And just stamp a couple butterflies on the envelope to finish off that coordination. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So now we're going to start our coloring. And let me get that out of the way. So for her dress, I am bringing in my Pool Party and the butterflies, my Pool Party Stampin' Blends, and they always come in a pair, a light and a dark. And so I'm going to take my dark. I like to start with the dark first to kind of run along the black lines. And for the little butterfly, I'm going to do the inside of their little wings in the dark. And then I will come in with the light and do the rest of the side of the rest of the butterfly here. And again, then it just kind of blends it all together when you're using the same side. And when you're using blends, these are an alcohol-based marker, so you do want to use the Memento black ink. That will prevent it from bleeding. And then I will come in and get her dress in the Pool Party and just kind of work on blending it in the dark. That is the nice thing about the blends, is with the light and the dark. Well, number one, of course, is the color coordination, which is why I love Stampin' Up. That and the products are just awesome. But with the blends, it allows you to blend. It allows you to get some of that shading so it's a more natural color. So there we go. Those are done. I'm going to come in with dark soft suede for her hair. And her hair already has so many different lines, I'm just going to do all one color. The other one I did a little bit lighter. I used Crumb Cake, but I wanted to go a little bit darker for her. There. And one thing that I will do to bring in some shading, so with the Stampin Blends, there is a color lifter. And so I am going to just come in and just do some natural shading. So what this does is, like here I made a mistake, so I'll run it over and it'll take the color away. But if you want to do highlighting, it'll also help to do that. So there, just did a little bit of extra highlighting. Now, the other thing that I want to showcase with her are some other new products that Stampin' Up! Just came out with. And it is a set of Stampin' Blends. They're called Natural Colors, but basically it is a set of blends that are awesome to create all sorts of different skin tones. And so these are all kind of natural colors. Most of the sets, I'm not sure if you can see, they have a set that is more, this one is a little bit easier to see, that's more of a yellow tone and a pink skin tone, which again is very natural. Most people will have either a yellow undertoning or a pink undertoning. And so they just have them that go together. And again, you have all the way from the lightest to the darkest. And so they have a new stamp set called All Together that is a limited edition. These blends will be in the upcoming annual catalog, but the stamp set and everything that goes along with it aren't. But this is just a wonderful, wonderful thing that Stampin' Up! Came up with. So those people who really enjoy coloring, you know, allows us to color in all of our little people with just a wonderful variety of skin tones. So I'm going to use the 600, and I think they go from the darkest is 100 and the lightest is 1000. So I'm just using 600. So we'll see. And I haven't used these a lot, so I'm hoping that it works. I did color in one of the girls and it was really kind of cool. So I haven't tried it with her yet, but we'll see how it does. I've seen a lot of pictures and things with it, and it is really nice. It makes things look really natural. So for her, I just wasn't sure about the face because it's such a large area to color. So, oops, and I got it in her eye. That is what the color lifter is for. When we all make mistakes. It's the fun thing about stamping is no two cards, even when I make two cards, they're not ever the same. Every card is unique. So there. I like that. So yeah, so I was really excited when I saw this set of blends come out, because I know in the past when I've, you know, went to color in people, you leave them plain because there aren't good colors that are kind of for that natural skin tone. I'm just gonna lift that little color there with the color lifter. Okay, so she is all done. So now I'm going to fussy cut out these little guys. And they are pretty little, so it's not the easiest thing to do, but since they are so little, it's also not too time consuming. It's just kind of hard to hold them. I luckily have small fingers, and I'm just going to go around the little antennas and kind of go back down, and then just follow the wings. So pretty easy to cut out. I'm not a big fussy cutter, but I have been noticing that I've been doing it a little bit more lately. And it's not too bad. Okay, let's do this one here. So I did take a while to get this stamp set. I wasn't sure I was going to get it at first, but then I saw some of the cards, and once I got it, I realized just how fun and easy it is to use. So I am glad that I got it. Okay, so we got that. So before I adhere those, I am going to, and when I took the color off, it looks like it took off a little bit extra around her eyes, and so of course now she looks like she has a black eye, but hopefully that'll blend in. Well, maybe we'll just do this. I don't want to blend it too dark, but I want it to kind of blend in together. I think as it dries, it'll be a little bit better, but okay. Let me see. I need to grab my dimensionals and throw a few on here. Okay. And then this is just going to go right in the middle. And I thought about trying to add some ribbons somewhere, but I'm not sure exactly where I would. Okay, and I'm actually going to take these little guys. I wonder how it would be with a dimensional. I wonder if it would be too much. We'll see. We'll try it. The last one I did, I glued on, and so I'm trying to figure out if I like it with a dimensional or glued on. I think I do like it better glued on. But since I did the one, I will go ahead and add the other one with the dimensional too, to be consistent. But I will say I do like the look better when the butterflies are glued on than with dimensionals. But you never know until you try. Alrighty, there we go. Let's add this to the inside, and then we will do some gems. Always want to add some additional embellishments. So I was thinking of some ribbon, but I just don't have any good ribbon that's this color that would kind of go with this. So, but I do have some rhinestones, some bling For my sample card, I used the holiday rhinestones, and those technically are Coastal Cabana, but the holiday rhinestones, they seem to pick up the color of the paper. But today I'm going to showcase one of my favorite things from the new mini catalog, the iridescent rhinestone jewels that are gorgeous. So I'm going to use some of these small ones. Grab my take a pick tool and throw these on there. And you know what? I am going to add just a couple more in that corner too. You always kind of want to have odd numbers of rhinestones. I usually will put 3 bling down, but I just felt like adding another one. So there is this card, very nice and simple. So there's the example. This one, I do like coloring them in with the new natural markers than leaving them white. So I probably will go back and color these in. But that is one of the cards that I made. And I will show you a couple other ones. Again, they're all fairly similar, showcasing the girl. This one has her up, and again, you can see I stamped the butterflies in the net, which is okay, but I do like fussy cutting them out and gluing them on a little bit better. This uses the polished dots, which are part of the Symbols of Fortune from the new mini catalog, and the petal pink ribbon from the cotton ribbon combo pack, which I really like. It has petal pink and misty moonlight, I believe, and it's just very thin, so it makes really nice bows. So there is that card. And then let me grab my last card here. So for this one, I used this. Oh, and both of these used some of that Simply Marvelous paper that is in the new Sale-a-bration. I've used that paper on almost everything. It just coordinates so well. It's probably my favorite paper currently. And then I stamped her, and I used the Hippo and Friends dies to die cut her out and for the label. And then the net wouldn't fit in there, and so I stamped, well, actually just kind of the top part with the net, and then fussy cut out the net and added it with dimensionals. And then there's where I did the little butterfly, and kind of looking between these where it's glued on versus the dimensionals. With this size of an object, I do like it glued on a little bit better. And then this is Highland Heather, but these are Fresh Freesia jewels and a Fresh Freesia ribbon, which coordinates pretty good. So yeah, so those are some of the cards that I've made. You can have different scenes, or you can use circles or whatever to kind of cut her out as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It features the Catching Butterflies bundle that is only available through Sale-a-bration. So it's a perfect time to buy from Stampin' Up. If you don't have a demonstrator, feel free to reach out through my blog. I'm happy to help you kind of figure out what sort of products you like and bundles, and kind of get you set up. Feel free to like this like the video if you enjoy the cards, and hit that subscribe button so you can see some of my other cards. Like I said, right now I'm focusing on Sale-a-bration as well as the mini catalog for my different tutorials, and to kind of just showcase the stamp set and different things that you can do with them. So thank you so much for watching. It is much appreciated.